Got some morning breakfast and some bronze medal Opals basketball. Number 14, I think. She made a 3 right at the end of the first quarter. 20-19.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was number 20.
Aw, look at that mock. Going into halftime is 37-36 thanks to Whitcomb's 3 at the buzzer. Tim went to the vet on Friday, but is looking good. Everything's looking good. So, unless he decides to have another attack, he's all good. No more Coney. Timmy, no more Coney. Tim has started the pressure of making Smuckers feel bad because he has no blankets over here. And Smuckers has 2 blankets over there. And someone got his way. Oh, I think this is the first end of the quarter that we've actually been down. But it's 61-60. This game's crazy. Tired of this back and forth threes. We make a 3, we go up by 2. They make a 3, they go up by 1. We make a 2, we're back up by 2 or 3. We can make it. Ugh. Whitcomb, her jersey must have like flipped inside out, like underneath or whatever. But she has a tag hanging out. The tag's like this big. Oh. Why is this so big? That's the new question of this game, is why is her tag so big?
There you go.
It's like just swinging like this on the back of her jersey. Oh, what's her name's is out too. Izzy's?
Like, it looks huge and it probably like itches and like bothers Chase to go to.
Can't I just cut it? That's what I used to do. Just cut those
I would
tags.
actually say, hey, can you bring some scissors to the bench, please? Like, let's get these cut.
Just cut this out.
Like, sorry, we can't. We gotta return these. We gotta return these after the game. Sorry. The receipts in the back.
I kept asking Smuckers last night if he wanted to get brushed, and he kept giving me his paw. I was like, is that shaking to agree? Like, yes, I'll get brushed.
I don't want to get back on defense, but I wish somebody was there to get the rebound.
Last 33, 32, 31 seconds. We're down by 3. No, we're up by 3.
Damn, that was nice. I had a feeling they were going to go for that 3. That was the block. Look at this.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes. But then it went out of bounds, so they were getting...
Wow, they lost track of the shot clock. No one paid attention on their team. They thought they probably had like 10 more seconds. They're going to play a foul game. You want a hug?
He walked away. He's like, I don't want no hug. 15 seconds left. Now they're up by 6.
You shoot 2 quick threes in 7 seconds. You got to steal it. That's it.
Wow. Good for the Opals to bring it home. 85-81. Now that we know that the Aussies took home the bronze, I went ahead and looked up. I'm kind of upset me and Byron actually didn't want to watch the U.S. versus France game. France had 66. The U.S. 67.
Damn.
They won by 1 point.
Wow.
For both of you to be in the 60s, that seems like a very hard-fought game. Ooh, it does feel good.
And that's not even just shade. That's like you get out there.
Someone walked by right when Smuckers came running up, and I'm like, I see Smuckers be like, bye. You guys, anybody want a random photo? I can take random photos now. Come on, girl.
She didn't know where to put her cookie though. She's like, this cookie smells good though. Oh my god. Yeah, she goes take a picture from in there. That's hilarious.
Thanks.
Oh, Smuckers coming through, everybody. Smuckers signing during the party.
Woo! Topaz! Look at Mr. Topaz. Yeah, he's like, I'm here.
Sim's been known for some weird names like squirrel and everything, but this takes the cake. Like, this is right there. Prickly Pear Wheeler.
Vern's taking the first official photo with his new camera.
Here we go.
We captured the moment. That camera is like a film camera.
Yeah, and
And he's not gonna rush through the photos.
yeah, probably by my birthday, I would think. By that point, I should blow through it.
Oh, look, they got little like shade protectors. I guess so if it's too sunny out, they just drop them in. Really, that place has good steak. So I'm gonna add that to my list. Hey guys, we just walked up on the library. Oh, they have little fish, little waves. Oh, they have a little lookup station. Apparently somebody was looking at Pokemon. Oh, look, it's Arthur. I can never say his name right. That was my first computer book read. These pretty paintings. Oh, that's that ivy that's outside. Look at the orca. It's a really pretty library.
You could color supplies.
You can color here. Oh, look at the little chairs. Oh, look at the little chairs. Oh God, it rocks.
Oh, that's weird.
And they're a really pretty library. Look, they have a little book sale thing too. And you can actually pay online. Y'all, look, I'm lost in the ivy. Ooh. Sorry.
Yeah,
Hoping
it's
to
nice.
get back.
It's open.
You're
but
very
it's real
open,
nice
yeah.
stuff.
Really nice. Got this one that's playing fiddler on the roof. Ha, I said it right that time. I could not get fiddler and roof out at the same time. I was talking to Byron. That is creepy. The place that we're eating, they serve breakfast all day. You always notice when you know food's coming, you all of a sudden get like unbearably hungry. And you want something weird? Go stand over on the stairs and look straight across. Isn't that weird? Because it like goes up like that.
It's like an optical illusion.
Hey, there's Byron's. Got some biscuits and gravy.
That's good.
Oh my God, it looks so good.
The eggs are looking really good.
Oh my God, that food, oh, it was amazing. It was so good. The steak was a little overcooked in some areas, or medium, or whatever. But there was some, oh, it was still good. Oh, the fat on it, oh my God, it was so good. It was so good with the eggs. The toast was actually good, and I normally don't eat the bread that comes with some of these meals because the hash browns were good. It was really, really good.
Amazing. It was good. Oh my God. Oh God.
Tiffany was like, how amazing? Can I lick it off
Oh,
your
it was really
face?
good. That biscuit and gravy was like that diner when we stopped on the road trip over here. Oh, it was so good.
Tie game in the third with like 6 minutes left to go in the third. Been a pretty good game. Because the food was so good, Byron needs an afternoon coffee because he almost fell asleep over there. We're going into the fourth, down by 1. It's crazy this is the last like game or match or anything that we're watching. We just pulled ahead 7-6. I was like, please, I don't want a shootout. I hate shootouts. I am not a fan of water polo shootouts, probably because I think each time my team loses. Man, they just really want a shootout. I really do not want a shootout. Oh my God, it's 8-8 with like 2 minutes left. Y'all, the goalie for Hungary has this beautiful hair just poking out of his little cap, I think it is. Somebody broke their cap earlier and apparently it's against the rules, but I was like, is it against the rules that someone broke it or that he's like trying to swim around with it broken? They weren't really clear on that. Also, look, I got both boys hanging out.
And I got all this free space.
Hungary has like 17 medals, like all time, most in water polo. Apparently it's like a country sport, their national sport. Wow. It was a really good game. Like I said, we watched the women's more than we watched the men, and when we did watch the men, we mostly watched Australia. Yeah, there's the goalie. So we just watched the end of the USA game. We already knew who was going to win and all that. That girl thought she was shooting a 3 to tie the game, and it was a 2.
She made it at the buzzer.
God. Oh, poor girl. We only watched like the last like 3 minutes. That was nice to see all the Frenchmen get excited, because you know these girls are definitely playing with that little chip. Like, God, I feel so bad for that girl. Even the coach was like,
yeah.
Congrats to the Opals. I forgot that they actually announced their names, which is really cool. That's a nice touch.
I mean, I understand why, but it still sucks that the coach doesn't get a medal.
That is the stupidest thing ever. I never knew that. I thought Kay had won all those years Coach K got his medal. Oh my God, no, it finally hit in the family. Christina died.
Death by anger.
Oh my God, no, Christina. Y'all, this is how long it's been since we've had a death like in the immediate family. She gets to be next to Lila. So they gave us the wrong chips for our nachos, and it has like chili pepper on them.
But it has one line and it says some hatch chili flavor.
Yeah, so Byron's like, they don't really taste the greatest, but he's like, you know, try it for me or whatever. I tried it. So Byron's gonna go ahead and make the stuff. and then we're gonna order chips tomorrow from QFC, and we'll just do tomorrow's dinner tomorrow. Luckily, we're not super hungry, so we're just gonna get a small little dinner from McDonald's or whatever. Y'all, Tommy, this one, is commenting Meg, that one. They both became bears today.
And the yellow bear.
Yes, that's hilarious.
Donnell went snowboarding.
Oh, good job, Donnell. Oh, good job. Apparently you can cuddle in bed now. It's one of the new Love Struck things.
Can we move to the middle of the bed at least? Why do we have to be on my side?
She said because.
Was she on that good side?
Oh!
Very cute.
Aw, that is super cute. I was not a big fan of the closing ceremonies. The rings part was nice. I missed a lot of the talking, since we watched it on Peacock. Just like with the opening, you kind of miss a lot of like the business stuff. And I didn't like the LA stuff. I kind of wanted to see or hear what was going on or some of the athletes or whatever. But anyways, highs and lows of the Olympics. So my low, of course, is the Boomers. Very disappointed in it, but I mean, they played their best, but I was really hoping for semis or the finals.
I mean, it's hard not to say the Boomers as well. I thought breakdance was okay. I know a lot of people who were more into it said it should have been better, which I'm ignorant to it, so I enjoyed at least what I saw from a few of the men and a few of the women. I feel bad that it won't really have another chance to really go off in the next Olympics, especially LA I think would be great, or have it in Australia, but yeah, it looks like it may not come back for at least a couple more Olympics, so it sucks that they only had one go at it. The low part of it is the 3x3 basketball, the USA men's didn't do well. It sucks Jimmer Fredette got injured, so the USA men's had to only play 3 players, and in 3x3 you have a 4th player they could sub out. So they were gassed. But they did as good.
Yeah, they did as good as they could.
I remember Jimmer Fredette from back in college. I used to like watching him play, and I was sad he couldn't make an NBA. So when I heard he was in 3x3, I was like, oh, that's like a second chance for him to really do something. So,
but we really got into the 3x3. But not see Australia once tonight at the closing ceremonies. Just putting it out there. You see that green and gold everywhere.
One of the highs. Tournament 3x3 basketball. I enjoyed it this year. It was a lot of good teams. The finals was good between the women and men's, especially the men's. The Netherlands versus I think it was France. The guy who hit that that game winner, like he hit the tie shot, and I think he hit the game winner. I like 3x3 basketball. It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it's exciting.
You know,
what kind of goes along with that, water polo. I got so into water polo this year. I think we watched more water polo than we've watched in any Olympics. Normally we watch like 1 or 2 Hungry Games and then we're kind of done. One of my lows, rugby was over before the Olympics started, and I was a little upset because we kind of missed a lot of it, and we love our rugby. It's like our time of the year to watch it.
We can't watch more of it next time, but that Taekwondo is actually pretty fun to watch.
Right, which...
how fun Taekwondo was to watch, and we watched a little bit of that, and that was really fun to watch. They hyped up the venue, like how it's going to be outside and in the area a lot more than it probably was, but when you watch certain events like the skateboarding and stuff like that, like the atmosphere around Paris and France, it was actually really good. The closing ceremony, I liked having Johnny Weir and Tara Lipinski because they actually talked about what's happening in the history.
Yes.
They didn't do that in the opening ceremony, so you didn't see all the countries. You didn't get to see how many people are in the country and what their main sport is, like a little fun fact about each country.
Right.
They kind of flew
where they were located.
And then during the actual events, you didn't give the backstory behind a lot of stuff like
I didn't hear about
like getting the heading and all kinds of stuff. Marie Antoinette. I like where they were going with it. It just wasn't pulled off.
I hated the boats. I thought the boats were the worst idea. I thought
the boats would have been fine.
We should have had cameras on the boats or something that we could have had been more, or the drone that goes around it or something.
There was a meme about Giannis carrying a flag and he's a huge guy, but he was covered up by the Greece sign. He's made a whole the country his flag, but he'll never be able to remember it on camera.
Right, unless someone took it from the other side. Yeah.
You know, I understand that you only have a certain number of boats for countries, but I didn't like how multiple countries were grouped on some boats. I felt like you kind of take away from their moment.
Of course, my high has got to be my men's gymnastics, bringing home the bronze. I've watched men's gymnastics for those 16 years, waiting for another team to come along like Paul Hum's team. It was magical. It was so exciting. I was so glad that Byron got into it with me because normally I'm the one that's like, did you see Fred do that or whatever? But he was actually into it too, and it was a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see where those guys go. They're all pretty young guys, except for Brody.
The other high is the Opals, Australian women's team.
Yes, they brought it home for
that was a good game.
For Australia, because
that was a good game with Belgium and the bronze medal match. They started off rough. I mean, Nigeria played great, but I think it hit them in the face, and they weren't expecting that. But they came together. They held it together. So I'm proud of them. What they did. Ezzy, from who played for the Storm, amazing. We already talked about it earlier.
God, yes. She had like 30 something points or something.
The thing I was gonna say is Nigel Houston getting a medal. I'm happy he got a medal.
Yes, because good hope for LA. Just don't make it all about celebrities. That's my thing. Then it goes to Brisbane though, which will be cool to see the handing off going to Australia from America. Really watched our fill. Peacock was good except for those couple times that we got spoiled. I hope everyone has a great week ahead. I hope everyone had a great weekend. And we will see you guys next week. Bye guys.